Hello. We're doing a dev stream. That's true. I do need to switch the emotes back. I almost hit the Halloween intro again. No, not gonna do that. How is everyone tonight? It's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna do lots of talking about game design stuff and overcomplicating as much as possible. All right, let's see here. What do we got to get rid of? Pumpkin, blue, dead, and Roverstein. And then returning until Christmas at least. Circle Bird. Let's get Love in there. Let's get Oh No. Oh No's a good one. And let's see, for the follower slot, do we want to mix it up at all? We've already got Rover. We'll get more pigs. Let's get our pig back. Let's get our pig back in here. 8,000. Ridiculous. Tired from work. Cute bunny game immediately after bloody horror game. I mean, that's at least a good direction. Oh, the screen is not pinned properly. There we go. All right. Word touch. Now we're talking. All right, everyone. We are embarking on a new project here, which I say embarking, but it's like, I did this, when did I do this? Like days ago, right? Yeah, like I did this on Sunday night. No, I did this Sunday afternoon in like an hour and a half, and then I did a little bit of bug fixing after that. And I'm not satisfied with it so far because I'm a programmer, so I'm never going to be fully satisfied until it's a perfect representation of the idea in my head. So, we are going to be embarking on a new project, which tentatively at least, I am dubbing Pen Pals. It is a pretty straightforward idea here, in which you're rounding up all these fun little animals. You're putting them in the pen. You see, it works. It's a simple concept, just sitting out there. This is what programmer art was made for. Exactly. Everything is circle. Yeah, they're not like all community references or anything. Like you've got pig, you've got Rover, and you've got a horse. And that's really all you need. And it works, like it does everything it needs to. You drop the animals in. The animals roll into each other. GG, ship it. Perfect. Good stream. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. This has been real fun. I'll see you next time. Can't let that joke keep going. It's too long as it already. So already references in my good Christian stream? I think not. So there are some already improvements also over Suika. Specifically, toggling your you're next, you can just trade it out. But you're gonna have to use it eventually. Like you can't delay it indefinitely. I mean, I guess you could, but then you just inevitably you would wind up getting the same thing again. It's my stream. Excuse me, where is the family friendly tag? And you know what? I probably would have gotten more work done on this game, but I kind of just can't stop testing it. I gotta get that horse, you know? Okay, so here's something. Exactly the same problem. So the sheep. The sheep is a notable outlier in the animals for two reasons. One, it does not have a perfectly circular border. Like everything else, the circle is exactly the hitbox. There's no oblong oval shapes. There's no pumpkin shapes with awful hitboxes. Everything is a perfect circle with some adornments occasionally, like ears and feet sticking out. But the sheep is a weird one for its lumpy border, but two, because its head is not the circle. It's got a head and then a perfectly round body. And exactly, it's very different. I mean, that's just something we could change, is that maybe heads should be, you know, inside of the circular body. From a bike. It's gonna be hard to do development on that way. You never know. But not connect with parts that stick out, could overlap other pieces. But not, oh yeah. The little parts that stick out, there's no hitbox there. So this is very hard to see, but that is the hitbox right there. It is the circle, and only the circle. So everything outside the circle's not part of the gameplay. That is by design. Donkey. More. He looks so dumb. It is a programmer art charm. Donkey. Yeah, really the main question is, should more things be like the sheep? Wherein it's a small head and then a spherical body. Also, there are no spheres. Everything is it's 2D. Oh, okay. We're doing it after all. All right. Be right back. Really, every time. Walk away for not even 1 minute, and we're already doing this. In earnest. Unbelievable. No, completely believable. What am I talking about? It's like, on one hand, everything just being a head with legs is cute-ish. I'm not going to go so far as saying that it is in fact cute. Like for the pig, it works out. There's prior art with the pig. You know, let's upgrade to sheep. Yeah, see, sheep. It's a round body. Do bigger animals always have their ears and sticky out bits behind smaller animals? Actually, no. The sticky out bits can overlap. And I think it's just... I don't know how Unity sorts things on a Z layer when they have the exact same Z value. Oh, that's what you were getting at. Gotcha. But not connect with them. Yeah, they stick out. There's like the shapes overlap, but the hitboxes do not actually touch because it's just that inner circle. Honestly, this is just my way of getting to play Suika game for the next month while I wait for the Steam dev stuff to process. Okay, but I've got ideas. I've got ideas and plans. An absolute minimum to ship. Absolute minimum for shipping. Here's what I'm thinking. And I should probably make sure this is properly organized thoughts. Yes, it makes it easier, but it's still non-trivial to hit 3,000. At least for an inexperienced ball toucher like myself. Let's not clip that. So the main things we're gonna need for shipping is we need a menu, we need a main menu, we need to store our scores. Well, for now, I guess it makes it slightly easier to keep things clear. But it's like eventually you get into a position where it's like, I don't want any of these right now, and you just kind of have to bite the bullet. It makes it more likely that you're going to have something you can work with, though. Perfect. Perfect. What would I do without you? Yes. Pretty much exactly the same scale. Now, the physics are a little bit different. The physics are a little different. Because it's Unity physics. And I don't know exactly how Suika managed to make space program a thing. Because I haven't... Oh! We got a cow. We got a cow. That is our penultimate animal, by the way. That's our melon. Cow touch. See, it's very easy to just communicate with emotes. See, here's a good example of like the ear and the chicken overlapping, but they're not actually touching at all. Dog in here, get a Rover. It's not just any dog. Like that's clearly Rover. Rover himself making an appearance. You like the idea of big ones overlapping in front. Maybe that's how it should be, is that there's sorting based on, let's add that to the list. Draw sort. Larger in front. Yeah, I need to look up how they actually decide what gets drawn on top, because like these wooden planks, they just kind of picked a way to do it. I don't know. I didn't decide that. I didn't say that's the order they were going to draw. It just did that. So let's see what we got here. So we definitely have a Z position, but they're all tied at 0. Here we go. Order in layer. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. 1. There we go. Or -1. Ah, because the background is probably on... No, that can't be right. But yeah, 1 brings it to, let's see, and if I make this one 2, yep, then it's on top of everything. Okay, so that's how that works. Yeah, I think, yeah, that shouldn't be, like, we can do that, we can do that either programmatically, or we can do that, we can adjust the value in the prefabs. Let's see, what is that? Sprite renderer, order in layer. So let's actually just go ahead and do that. So let's see, where do we new up? Place a fruit. No, that's when we drop a fruit. Cycle fruit. Here we go. Probably. Okay. Fruit. Let's get a get fruit index. So I just found out this is, so what I want to do is iterate through our fruits and grab the one that's a match. And this is kind of ugly, but I haven't found a better way to do it just yet. Because our fruit index is, let me see if I can pull this up in our placer logic. We have our fruit controller, and over here I just have a list of all the fruits that we have. I should probably get around to renaming these at some point, huh? So those are like the raw types that are going to be used. So when I have an actual object in the game, it does not, if I have like the dog, that is not equal to item number 5. It shares properties with item number 5, but it's actually a separate instance. And I don't think that the object stored here, I think the object here is a separate instance. They're the same type, but one of them is a prefab and one of them is a clone of a prefab. So I can't say that they're equal. I can't check for equality, and I can't check for, is this an instance of this type? So all I'm doing right now is like looping through them, which is not the best. Oh, it needs to not be static. That's great. Hello. How's it going with you?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, good. Hoverka, there it is. Here you go, you can play.
Nice.
If you ever need to restart, just hit this play button twice.
Okay.
Slowly.
Which buttons do I press again?
So you're gonna want to hit A and D, spacebar drops, and control swaps. Which one you're being called? Well, see you in a bit. We have a small child interruption. Twitch plays Pen Pals. I don't know about Twitch integration. I don't know how that would work. Left. It's all good. I'm great. It's cool. It's cool. Okay. So the minimum things I want. Yeah, that would be a cool, nice to have. But I'm not gonna, rely on it. Democratically decide. Or they can choose to move towards anarchy.
She's apparently not sleeping very well.
Really? Could
Yeah.
it be because she's been in her room for less than 2 minutes? So, minimum things we need. We need a main menu.
Mm-hmm.
We need to save scores. I did there, and I was actually looking at that just today because I was like, "Oh man, I've been missing out on the Fun Friday fact stuff for a while. Gotta check it out." Forever check. One thing I'm interested in that I think could be a cool mechanic is combo points. To make it so that you get increasing values of points based on how many times a single circle has grown since the last drop. So if you get something that goes like, if you drop one chick and it gets all the way up to goat size, that'll be worth a ton more points than getting that to happen over several drops. What do I do? So yeah, that's I would like to put that in, but it's not an absolute requirement for release. Main menu is required. Storing scores is required. Some option to reset scores as well, I guess. We would like a prettier UI here, like some cutesy character that's actually dropping the animals in.
Oh, good point.
Not a cloud. Maybe a big hand. Like maybe just like a big pinch hand. Boop, boop. You know, it only needs 2 frames. 2 derivative. Oh no.
It's a mess. This is not going well.
Oh, no.
I know. This game.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh.
This game definitely looks easier than it is. You know?
Oh yeah.
When you watch other people play this game, which is technically this game. Like,
Dabble chucking. Go. Oh, that was something that Hovercat brought up today. Is we're probably not going to publish as Dobbsworks, but I do have a separate developer pin name lined up in the form of Dabbleworks.
whee.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
that's not good.
Not good, man.
I'd like to look into particle systems for like little sparkles when animals combine. That would be nice. And we need music. Oh, please. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Now you could probably fix that if you wedge a chick on the far right.
Far right, you think?
Well, never mind. Not a
Never
problem anymore.
mind.
Solved itself.
Hmm.
Okay, now to really make the game stand out, though, to make it that it's not just a Suika clone, I want to have multiple levels. I want every level to have some kind of different gimmick, but the base game is you drop animals in and you get points. So I'm thinking things like slight obstructions for like, you know, easy to make stuff.
Well, that didn't go how I thought it was going to.
Deploy on track. Can you redeem the points for anything? So my plan there is that every level has 3 point thresholds that you're trying to hit. So you hit the easy score of like, oh, you hit 2,500, wow, participation award, here you go. Or you hit 3,000, good job. Or you hit 3,500, yay! You know, you get like 3 different tiers for every level, which we'll have to kind of fine tune that from extensive testing, which I'm sure people would be willing to do. I'm sure I could find someone who would be happy to play this game for hours on end.
Yeah, I would play this game a lot. Don't worry.
It's pretty fun already.
Just don't buy me Suika game, because then my playtime will be divided. And you'll be safe.
Well, and so for each threshold that you get, I'm thinking you get you get a token of some kind, a star, something thematically appropriate, whatever. And then it requires that you have
A drumstick.
A drumstick, oh no.
Oh no, got dark.
Once you have collected enough of those, you can unlock more
Why
levels.
did I do that?
So it's like, at the beginning of the game, you can access level 1, 2, and 3, but you gotta get 4 stars before you can move on to level 4.
What is the
and
final
5.
form of this game? Just out of curiosity.
A horse.
A horse.
It's a horse.
There you go.
That's a lot of sheep you have that are not combining.
I know.
Oh,
It's
you
really a
lost.
shame.
The lose condition is not. Oh wait, maybe you didn't. Something happened there. Lose has not been programmed in, so when you lose, the game can kind of.
So I can't lose.
Well, depends on how you lose right now.
Never lose.
That's another thing we actually need to do is improve that.
Blue. Oh no.
I do want to improve losing logic.
Losing. There's no logic
But it's
in
like it's
losing.
a non-trivial question of how do you determine if you've lost? Because the things start outside the box, so you can't just say if a circle goes outside the box.
There, I lost now.
Then you lose.
Because the pig evaporated.
Yeah,
I
right
think
now
that
Two
means I
weeks ago,
definitely
Dobbs saw
lost.
Suka game and he's already created a clone. For
Yeah, I get
reference,
up
from
too
conception
high.
to birth, Lil Toadette only took 6 weeks.
Goes fast. But yeah, like simple levels will just be different arrangements of obstacles. There could be.
Start over.
Okay.
Since I've technically lost here.
Good idea. More complicated levels that I'm thinking is something like a swaying ship where gravity is constantly swinging into a different direction back and forth, or an earthquake level where every 5 drops the board shakes, which jostles things around. Direction of travel while outside the area. That's not a bad idea. Hello, One Nank. I'm kind of in the background right now.
Yeah, I'm not the programmer.
No. My chat forced me onto the exercise. Mobile? No, I haven't done anything on mobile. Unless you count web apps. I've done web app stuff. It's not out of the question to put something like this on mobile or have maybe a mobile version, but at least what I've got envisioned might be a little bit more horizontal, but we'll see. We might could do something like that. You can make it mobile. Oh, GQ, that's a fun one. Write that down, write that down. I'll write it. Because one idea I have is basically forced scroll of the dropper, and it's all timing based. Now that's for like a kind of a little bit gimmicky because it doesn't really change the core gameplay at all. It just adds a timing mechanism to make it a little bit harder to precision drop. So it's like that's kind of a weak idea, but roulette, that could be interesting. Drop big in. Yeah, see, I actually considered that, and I was like, actually, that doesn't work at all, does it? Yeah, it's like every level is its own game mode. Oh, we need sound effects also. I love it already. Yeah, what a fun concept that I'm sure nobody else has thought of before. It's currently like extremely trending.
I mean, I like the look of this one better than Suika Game personally, but I may be biased.
Probably not animal
I think this
sound
is
effects.
cute.
I'm thinking about just little.
Yeah, I think animal sound effects will get kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Although I'm not the right person to ask about noise in video games,
That's
since
good.
I almost always play anything on mute. So even if it has really good music or
Stop
sound
typing
effects.
Animal sound effect. Stop typing chicks. Cannot understand playing muted games.
That's the only way I play. I think that it all started because my mom is pretty sensitive to sound. And so we'd like be playing video like Game Boy or whatever in the car, and she'd be like, turn off the sound, whatever. And then I don't know, I just began to find it annoying also. And plus I'm usually like watching something while I play a video game, and so I don't want to hear things.
That's true. Hovercat does a lot of multitasking
Bad
video
habits.
games.
Yeah.
She like exclusively plays while watching like shows on CW or something.
Not only CW shows. Whoa.
Go clip.
But how are those pigs not touching?
Those circles have a little bit of daylight between them.
I guess so.
The feet aren't part of the hitbox.
Yeah. Hoping to like force them together, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Keys.
Maybe I need to add a pro mode that just replaces everything with perfect circles. I just trim out everything outside of the hitbox. Oh man.
Oh man.
You got quite a sprinkling of chickens.
I do. It's really unfortunate. I shouldn't have done it this way. And learn better ways, better methods. 100% accurate hitboxes. I don't know. It's part of the fun of this type of game that it's not 100% accurate hitboxes.
Depends on who you ask.
So you can become slowly furious.
Oh, man, I did kind of look at the Suika Game clips on Twitch, like just the top clips of all time, and it's 90% a random cherry flying out of the box, and then some Japanese guy losing his mind. There's one clip of a guy managing to combine 2 watermelons, and you can just hear him like it sounds like he's about to start weeping.
Oh no.
Did it.
How are these pigs not touching each other?
You gotta pack your pigs a little bit closer.
Yeah, it turns out.
They want to be buddies. But you gotta help them. Dog with goggles.
This is very fun and very addictive.
Oh no. We need to cut an early preview copy for
You
Hovercat.
really do. Having a good time.
Every now and then one of the rovers winks. That would be wonderful.
That would be very cute.
That would require work.
That would require a little bit of effort, probably.
I'm going way past 10 minutes, FYI. So that's
Yeah,
not-
I'm having a great time. But I do know, I know you need to keep programming, blah, blah, blah. This is not a play halfway done game stream.
I mean, it's valuable information.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do need a proper game over logic. So here's what I've got right now for the lose condition. Every animal has a flag on them that basically says, is this animal part of the active game? And it doesn't get flipped to yes until either it touches the floor or another animal.
It's a donkey?
Donkey. It's a lovely donkey.
My first donkey.
Yeah, I think we need to go with the sheep approach of having the animals have a head sticking out of a body and not just being a head, because that's kind of a disturbing looking donkey.
Yeah, maybe a little.
He looks like he's seen things.
He does have a very like flat mouth
Well, I curved it
and
up
wide
slightly,
eyes.
and that actually made it look worse.
Yeah, like he's trying to smile through the pain.
Guess I'll stay over here in the corner. Donkey just looks haunted. Ooh, I don't know about that move.
That was a mistake.
Oh, mistakes beget mistakes.
There we go, sort of. Yeah, we're gonna put that right there.
Hey, that kind of worked itself out.
Kinda.
Hey, Hudson.
Having way too much fun playing this not at all done game. And making Dop spike a lot as a result.
I had nowhere else to be except on this bike.
Mm-hmm.
It's Oliver Cat Stream. She's pro. She's getting those pigs.
Yeah, I am.
Let's get this pig, gamers. That's what they say.
Sure is what they say.
Double pig.
Okay, I can stop anytime.
Can you?
I can stop anytime I want.
This is a good sign. This is
Mm-hmm.
a good playtesting sign. Chat, how much would you pay for a game like this? $2.99? $3.99? $2.99?
I would pay a lot.
TTS doing his impression of my life. Going nowhere.
Doing an impression of your life going nowhere. Oh no. Too real. Why did I do that?
All right, if
Why
I
did
can
I
get
do that?
everything working, decently, we'll make a mobile version for like Android or something for like 99 cents. Oh, nice. But you got your pigs all over the place.
Yeah, my pigs are kind of separated.
Oh,
Oops, why did I do that?
Here we go. Here's a chance to pull it all back together.
Yeah.
Get you a nice central goat here. Yeah. Oh, hey,
Ugh.
okay.
Mm.
Costs like 500 doubloons to put your game on iPhone.
That's so many doubloons.
Yeah. Too many doubloons.
You need the dog to touch the other dog so it can turn into a pig and then touch a sheep.
Around 128 calories. Gotta get a nice power too, you know.
That's what I always say.
Ooh, oh man, if you can get those sheep to touch, you'll have a goat. And that goat will touch to make a donkey.
Good point.
And then those donkeys will touch. Oh, can you squeeze it in there? Can they be pushed? Oh,
There we go. I got a cow.
Cow.
So I got a horse though.
and Jack goes
Okay,
wild.
stop.
All right, that's a good stopping point. You feel accomplished.
No, I want to do
wanna play
better.
more?
I want to get a horse.
I'm gonna get 2 horses.
What happens if you get 2 the horses?
They disappear.
Do they have to touch to disappear?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Alabama Beach Mouse Moon Viewing Ceremony. Alabama Beach Mouse Moon Viewing Ceremony. Alabama Beach Mouse Moon Viewing Ceremony.
All right, that was a good test. All right, hang on, I gotta add that to my exercise spreadsheet. Ugh, 20 minutes, jeez. All right. Well, I'm glad whatever echo was happening is done. All right. So. All right, let's close this out.
It isn't done in the slightest. We just need to teach GQ how to do it properly.
Ah, there it is. I see. So you managed to double charge yourself and double play a sound. All right. Let's retool our you lose scenario of animal flies out. Let's see. So right now that's handled by the fruit, isn't it? Yeah. So right now we are just looking at on trigger stay. Oh, the trigger. Right. There's a trigger for here. The dead zone. And yeah, previously it was okay. So I like the idea of if an animal is traveling up and hits the dead zone, then that's a lose condition. However, this is gonna be dumb. This is gonna be dumb, I admit. The reason I don't want to do it is because I have a very distant idea of another way to do a level, a really strange late game level. Imagine, if you will, instead of this nice, neat rectangular pin, we have a circular pin in space. And actually there's no walls. The whole gimmick... Thank you. The whole gimmick is that everything is gravitating inward and you're working around this radial gravity field. In which case, we would have to do something very different. I would like a single lose system that would work for that as well as work for the simple case. Yeah, what is up in space? Well, just remember that the enemy's gate is down and everything should work itself out. So I had on my to-do list that I want to rework this dead zone, which is a terrible name. Well, I think instead of making a lose zone, we put our zone as the inside of the pin, and that is the play area. Once a circle touches the play area, it has to stay in the play area. And not really the whole circle, just the midpoint. So what we may want to do is whenever a animal is generated, we create with it a little collider in the dead center that's like on a separate layer. And it's going to enter the play area. As soon as it enters the play area, the animal counts as active. And if that little collider ever leaves the play area, that's a game over. I think that's a simple enough way to do it. Optionally, instead of doing the little tiny collider, we could instead just say, you know, the circle itself touches, and then when the circle touches, we run some logic that checks the center point. Unity doesn't like that as much. Like, I would love to have something that just says, I have a point, and I want to see if that point overlaps this collider. But they kind of hide the collision logic. And so it's like the most straightforward way to do it is to create a collider that's very small and then have it check for collision. It's not ideal. Yeah, so we want to get rid of dead zone and replace it with. Wait, actually, let's leave. Yeah, let's do like this. There we go. This is now our. In fact, we could actually render this as like a slightly shaded area, so that it's more apparent that this is the area. Let's make it, yeah, kind of grayish, brownish. Why not? Order in layer 0. And then these here, we want to put these at like order 20 and right wall at order 20. And then floor at order 19. And then everything else will be done separately. Let's make these just kind of stretch a little bit past that, just to give it a little bit more rustic feel. All right, so this is now a trigger, and we're renaming it to game area, game zone. Play zone, play area, game zone. Inbounds. No, no. Game zone. Why did I just disconnect from chat? I'm sure it's fine. The win zone. Well, you don't win by being in there. What am I looking at here? Oh, that's the canvas. Okay, I don't care about the canvas. Okay, so now we need to redo the logic a little bit. That when a collider is created, or when an animal, fun zone, there we go. Rotate this monitor a bit more towards me. So let's replace this. Here, let's actually close this and rename some classes and prefabs. Base animal. Animal 1. Animal 2. Animal 3. Yeah, a little bit of rename. A little refactoring never hurt anybody. We need to do some actual menu stuff, like to let you actually start the game over. for one thing. Because right now you just kind of lose and nothing happens really. So that's something to consider as well. Let's rename our scripts. Animal Collide. Animal Controller. All right. That looks good. That looks fine. Okay, so now we should be able to reopen all these. Animal Controller, Score Manager. Oh, that's a fun idea. Let's add that to the list, and also to our level list. I got to remember to add roulette. A lot of my ideas are basically just hazards thrown in the level in some way. Not a lot of them change the level itself, but roulette is fun. All right. This is Animal Collide. Let's make sure we are actually renaming. Animal Controller. Animal. Actually, you know what would be simpler, wouldn't it? If I match on case. There we go. I don't think that could go wrong at all. We're gonna see how much that broke things. Let's see. Is everything good now? Is everything happy? Oh, nope, it's not. Nope. And I'm guessing that is because, yep, list is empty now. That's the one. All right. So we gotta drag and drop these guys back in here so that we know what the order of animals is. I don't want to hard code this into the code base as like a static or anything, because I actually have some plans of different levels actually having different types of things. I'm screwed up. For instance, squares. Well, not all squares, but like triangles, squares, pentagons, hexagons, and then circles. And so that will require a different set of animals. All right. So placer is good. Hint should be fine now. What's our next problem? Score manager? No. No, really, what actually was the problem there? I didn't actually see it. Something is building poorly. Nope, nope. Okay, yep, we are good, maybe? Are we good? Oh, nope. We lost immediately. Ah, because of the dead zone. All right. Now that the game is actually running, I think, let's do this dead zone business. Okay. So should we use? Let's have the game zone have a tag called game zone so that we can find it easily with our code. Private game object game zone. Ooh. Yeah, game zone will always be called game zone. So we'll do a find to look for the object with the name Game Zone. Links for the follow. And so once something enters the game zone, oh, that's the next problem, isn't it? Is that what we really want, what I would really prefer. Okay, this will work. I don't like it as much. Okay, so this has entered game zone. This is what I used to do, which is watching for... Ooh. Oh, see, I kind of still need this. I kind of still need this. The timer of when you can place the next animal. All right. Oh. You can't place another one until you hit the floor or you hit another animal. Oh yeah, we need tag. The tag name needs to be changed. Can we edit this tag? No. Weird, but okay. All right, I should be able to just change that here. Yeah. Ah, that's annoying. Because that means we still need the floor element. That means every level has to have the concept of a floor and the concept of a game zone, which I guess is okay. Is that has entered game zone is we're still relying on did you hit the floor or an animal? If so, you have now entered the game zone. And now we're gonna say if your center is outside of the game zone, then that's the problem. Which I don't love. I guess I could just say if you are completely outside. I could just replace this with trigger exit.
Oh, it's Dobbs. You know I wanted to come in here and say something funny. Can you believe it? Yeah, I usually say something rhyming or adjacent to the game you play, but I can't do it this time. Basically what I'm saying is, nothing is close to software and game development.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Is this the one? Okay, on trigger, exit 2D. That is the one. Hope you're doing well, Turtle. Jones and I need that horse. What was that? What was that? All right, I think this is what we need. I hope. GG. I hope it all went well, Turtle. I think it's all for the best. I hope you didn't do anything weird like take a divorce selfie. No issues. That's perfect. It's like now everything can just start getting back to normal. There's no turtles in this, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. There you go. All good things. Oh, this is
Brace yourself for the upcoming letter writing simulator coming this holiday season from Dabbleworks. Exchange pleasant, friendly correspondence, and you don't even need a stamp. Keep an eye out for pen pals.
Don't even need a stamp. Yeah, there could be some name confusion. I don't know. I may just roll with it anyway. See, the cool thing is that if I can actually get this set up properly on Steam, then I'll actually have Steam keys that I can give. Well, good. Pig. Haven't you ever? Oh, I'm doing the thing again. I'm doing the thing. No, I need to just, all right. We're just left wall. I'm playing again. I can't help it. Just pile them on. Oh no, I'm doing well. No, it's an illusion. It looks like you're doing well, but without proper planning, you just got little chickens wedged in places. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should keep that or not. The whole, like, things, you can be close enough to the wall that the things you drop might hit the wall slightly. The classic farm animal, turtle. You know, a good old turtle farm. Oh, those are gonna combine, aren't they? Oh, now we got a pig up in here. All right, come on. I need to see. Wait, dang it! I've been getting lose messages this entire time and didn't even realize it. Right there. So it's already failed. But I'm not exiting. I'm not exiting here. This is supposed to only trigger when you exit the collider, the game zone. Let's attach it. Let's attach the process. It is, but it's not the game zone. There's only one the game zone. So I would expect that to only happen when you exit. Okay. What are we getting here? What is our object here? It is the game zone. And what is this? What is our self? Animal 1 clone. Is that the one we just created? That is the one we just created. Okay, tell me more about this Animal 1 clone. Where is it located? Give me its transform. It's located at -3 109. Oh, dang it. Well, that could have been that spot right there. Oh, wait a second. No, we extend into the wall. We extend very far into the wall. So I doubt that's it. Let's keep going. There was again. Oh. Ooh. Guys, I know what's happening. When two animals combine, one of them is getting removed from the game. And so it is technically exiting the trigger. Okay. Well, that's not great. I had something somewhere of like a, hey, are you actually still there? Here, this right, active in hierarchy. This might solve that. Let's find out. Okay, things aren't, okay, that's probably gonna do the trick. All right, back to trying to lose.
Are you still there? No hard feelings.
Whoop, that one got deleted. That one got deleted, but I didn't see... Alright. I have a dumb idea. With the game currently active... See, we can do that. Now play with these constraints. Oh wait, duh, this would have been so much easier. You can kind of just like land things directly on top of each other. Up to a point. Okay. Well, interesting. I don't know exactly what happened there, but I didn't lose technically. Did it combine with the thing in my hand? That's probably what happened there. So that's a bug. Granted, shouldn't normally happen, but let's actually patch that. Let's have it. Let's have things on a different layer that does not collide. Where's our layer collision business? All right, UI does not get to collide with default. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. The next thing is that animals are going to be on the UI layer until we drop them. Placer controller. Yep. Held animal dot layer equals layer. Not layer mask.
Did you know that most fabrics don't last forever? Especially more silken ones.
Really?
But you know, sometimes when fabrics get whole white, they get a little more sexy,
white.
what with the additional skin revealed and whatnot. What I'm trying to say is that softwares and gain tease elements.
That's something. That's a journey. Thank you for that, Dupu. I feel like we all gained something there. Okay, so we've kind of changed. Whoa. What? Oh, it's default layer because we're creating one. Okay. New idea. when we instantiate an animal, we will change it to the UI layer. Okay, so I guess we're doing the exact same thing, just with an extra step. It's fine. Snail. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change it. We're gonna change how the layering works again. So animals by default will be on the default layer, except when we first create them and they're in the UI, we're gonna change them to the UI layer and then switch them back as soon as we let go of them. The hope there is that we will not be able to interact with animals using our little held item here. Creeper roulette. Well, that didn't seem to work. This guy right here, what's his layer? His layer is UI. That's good. That's what we want. But, pause. Now what's his layer? Still UI. Oh. Right, because I didn't actually change this back. There we go. All right, all right. Oh, you. All right, let's just try to lose peacefully. Yay, all right. Things are nice and solid. Nothing is going wrong. Okay, so right here, this is a problem because it never technically entered the field of play. So it never became active. So perhaps what we want... All right, so it is currently active. So let's have an on-trigger enter. To look for when we enter the game zone. All right, so maybe we don't need that. I don't know. All right, if we collide with something and we have not entered the game zone yet, then right here we say that we have, even though we haven't. So we need to split this variable out. Has entered game zone is not being set when we want it to. So we need a separate one. Has begun, or has hit something. Has hit object. All right, so we're gonna change has hit object for right here. Let's find all our references to this, because we're gonna be changing which one is happening which. So we're gonna say, if you've not hit an object yet, and then you hit an object, then cycle animal, that is allow the next one to happen. Oh man, how much are we up to now? Oh geez, minigame is 7% away. Board is still a ways out, so we'll see. We'll set has hit object to true. And down here, we're gonna say that when we instantiate a new object, we're gonna start it with the variable set to true to just say, yeah, you're totally in there. You're in the club. Don't worry about it. Okay. Good. All right. And then what we really need to do is when you exit a trigger, specifically the game zone, when you are exiting that game zone, if you have hit an object or entered, so we're gonna have needs to be in game zone equals has hit an object or has entered game zone. If you're supposed to be in the game zone and you just left the game zone, then you lose. But what we're seeing here is something that has hit one but doesn't trigger, okay, doesn't trigger this. Do we need this? Yeah, because we gotta actually set has entered game zone. Because there's somehow, I'm sure, a chance, like we're gonna add something in the game at some point that will make it so that something can drop into the game zone and then fly out or something. Okay, so when you collide, we also want to check, like, wait a second. Are you supposed to be in the game zone? Have you hit the object? Have you hit an object or have you entered the game zone? No, we're looking for things that have hit an object but have not entered the game zone. If you have not entered the game zone and you hit an object, you lose. So as soon as we hit hit this here, if we have not entered the game zone, stacked on an animal out of bounds, then you lose the level. I think that prevents this problem here.
You can't just rush into the score zone. You kidding me? You'd be clobbered. Germ do great Jorb Ween.
He's still dressed up for Halloween. It's November. All right, let's just drop, 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 drop. Oh, we hit critical point there. All right, I gotta. If I can't get away with that, then up we go. Okay, drop, drop, drop. Okay, nope, can't do that. Okay, so this should trigger a lose. Yes, okay, that did. That counted as a lose. Great. And that also means that things can kind of hover around at the top. And it's only when we're completely out of that zone that things go bad. Yeah, that's a lose. This would be a lose. That's a lose. That's fine. This is fine. This, not fine. That's fine. This should be okay. Yep, that's fine. Lose. Technically fine. Nope. Oh no. Okay, I think this is much clearer as to what the rules are. You have to have your animals in the shaded region. If they land outside of the shaded region or, you know, flow outside of it, I don't know if space program is even possible with these physics, but if space program happens, that's a lose. Okay, so I'm going to take that off of my to-do list. No, I'm going to leave it on my to-do list, but I'm going to say done next to it so that I can see how much stuff I've done. Redo, lose logic, done. Mac, 2000 towards the new minigame. Oh geez. We're within striking distance. Oop. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a different reward there. Okay, I was like, wait, what just happened? We're gonna have some more development in our future.
You look so excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Is this where we need to break out Photoshop to do more stuff? We could do combo scores next, or make a little pinchy hand. What do we want to see next here in our beautiful game? Or we can have a little cloud to put the UI elements on top of. Either way, we're gonna start drawing some stuff. Let's see here. Let's reopen our document here. Clouds, rip off. What a rip off of Dabble World. Wow, Dabble World still doesn't have anything really cloud related unless you count background elements. I actually had a thunderbolt, like a little lightning cloud enemy planned early before release, which I still want to add in because I think there's some interesting stuff you could do with it. But imagine an enemy that kind of like chases you at a set altitude, like always, like as soon as he spawns in, he like follows you around, kind of hovers back and forth above you, and occasionally pauses to fire a lightning bolt down. And the lightning bolt can trigger circuits. That's it. That's the idea. All right, let's see here. How big of a document do we need? Let's do a nice little 800. Cloud. Perfect. Actually, you know what we should do is grab a little bit of this background element to pick some colors. So we got this little one here, and then we'll get a nice fluffier white in there as well. So let's actually do like let's invert our layer color for the background so we can see this a little bit better. Let's just go really simple here. Oh, she's making a little noise. She had a little wake up. Seems to be calming down. All right, let's do this. Let's lock the transparency. There we go. That looks perfectly serviceable. Cloud. Amazing. With a nice shiny outline to imply that it's a UI element and not a background element. Okay, let's get this up here. Somewhere around here. This looks right. Ball touch. Perfect. All right, we're gonna add that to our images here. Boop. And now I think we can just get away with plopping that on here. Oh, not onto the game window, onto the scene window. Right. One over here, and one over here. And let's put our next hotspot right over here in the cloud. Let's make this cloud a little bit smaller. Get that right in the middle. In fact, let's parent that. Let's add an empty object for UI elements here, just to kind of keep things straight. We'll have right cloud and left cloud. Now, score is like part of the canvas, so I don't know if that actually counts in the same way. We'll just leave it like this. Let's see how that looks. Oh, the text is white. The text is white. Well, that's not going to work, is it? All right. Also, score manager on start, update score text. All right, so let's change that. Pulling an owl, okay. Go on. Were you thanking people for, is there a pun? Is there a pun? Oh, raging. Right. That makes sense. All right, how does this look? Not a great place for our text to be. Let's pull this out. Let's pull out our game view. Just pop it out. Oh, okay. Scores in the same spot regardless. It's all about that Yeah, all right. This right here, we're gonna move that. Actually, I'd like to move it. I'd like to have 2 texts. Oh wait, I have to stop. To actually see this. I'd like to have 1 for the number. And then we'll have score heading above it that just says score. We'll pick a nice font. I don't know, what do we, oh, do we have font asset? Oh, we don't have a lot, huh? We'll have to import some fonts at some point. We'll get around to that, surely. Wrapping, let's center that. Much better. Center that one. Looks good to me. All right. So many of these old skulls floating around. Oh, you know what would be nice? If the little clouds in the background drifted along. But that's unnecessarily complex right now. I mean, it's not complex. It just means I'll have to, like, break some things apart in the image. Because that's all one image. That would be very nice to have some just drifting clouds. All right, but I'm gonna count that as an improvement because next, oh, you know what? We need next up here. Let's pull our next hotspot down just a little bit. And in the score heading, we're gonna copy that. And we're gonna pull it over here. Say next. That looks okay. That's what it looks like. Oh, rename that. I can't see my. I don't see my next anymore. What happened to my next hotspot? Oh, is this a Z indexing problem here? Placer is at Z -32. So I assume if we take this into the foreground a little bit. Better luck next time. There we go. That's looking real good. Yeah, this looks fine. All right, I'm marking that one as done. Classic snail problems. We want a pretty dropper. By which I mean we want a nice little image. I guess we'll save a PSD of this. All right, let's make a new one. All right, what we want here is like a hand, like a pinchy hand, which shouldn't be hard, but I have a feeling I'm gonna struggle anyway because that's a little bit more freeform. How do I make a pinchy hand? Just staring at my hand now. like a big glove hand, you know? All right, I'm just gonna trace, I'm gonna reverse trace my hand here. This is working. Trust, oh, nope. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Uh-huh. And then the knuckle is way up here. And then... there we go. Reverse tracing. Totally a thing. Honestly, I can identify what I'm looking at here. Never guess letters. But yeah, that looks awful. Get rid of it. What a nice glovey hand, right? Yeah. Hang on. We're getting somewhere. Let's give that a nice. No. It looks fine. Okay. Don't worry. I've got a plan here. I totally have a plan here. Okay, I did a 15 pixel stroke on this. So let's do 15 pixel to match here. And then it'd be like this, and then I'll see this one on the, I can tell right now this one is way too big. Yeah, master hand. Yeah, that totally captures what have I done wrong here? What do hands look? I'm looking at one right now. And I'm like, that doesn't look like a hand at all. It does, doesn't it? Do I just have inadequate lighting? What is happening here? Like, this is nothing. This is absolutely awful. All right, what if we can we take it from a different angle? See, this makes me want to just like drop it and go with a claw, something that's like, okay, it's a claw, cool. I feel like it's kind of important for it to be a hand, though. I'm really close to just like taking a picture of my hand. It got worse. All right. Oh, wait. I've got it. I know what I wanted. I want my Luigi gloves. Okay. All right. Hang on. Over here. We're just gonna screenshot of my stream. But oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, there's stink bugs on it. Luigi stink. All right. Huh. Well, I better take these guys outside. Maybe I'll just throw them away. Here we are. Okay. All right. I just need a Windows key Shift S when I find a good position here. Let's see. Right there looks good. Got it. Perfect. What's stink bugs doing up here?
Why did they love the gloves so much?
There were two of them there. I don't know if they were both alive. Okay. This is yeah, better. I mean, not great. Admittedly, not great. Yeah, basically that. Okay. See, it was the right idea here. We just had to get a little bit creative. The problem is that just hands are complex things. And ultimately, simply tracing something is not going to produce the shape we want, but it's going to produce the right idea. Let's just go ahead and have a separate layer for this little section here. All right, copy layer style, paste layer style, paste layer style. See, already that's looking a ton better, I imagine. Nope, we lost it. Hang on. Max 15 pixels here. Something like that. That seems decent. It's pretty awful. I'll admit. Let's just, for now, go ahead and merge it so that we can draw a little bit of shading over it. Soft. Ooh, yeah. Line art. It's fine. Because we can multiply. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Dang it. Don't make me do this. I'll do it, but I won't like it. All right, here we go. There. And then a little bit in here. That actually does help quite a bit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We got to do it again though, for same thing but open. So, dang it. Can we get away with this? I really doubt it. No. I'm good. It's all fine. This is all fine. Okay, just cut off some fingers. And then just patch it together. Simple as that, right? Right. Let's duplicate that layer instead. And try to get away with this. It's fine. It's fine. We'll blur it all together. No one will notice. I guess so. Self-insert much? Hello, day. Welcome in. Okay, we're just gonna kind of clean up that line art a little bit. Give it a good solid blur to blend it all in. There you go. You can't even oh, there's the back of it there. Can't even tell. I should just put that on a layer behind it. Duh. There. Can't even tell. All right, perfect. Let's get a grid up so that we can kind of lay this out a bit. All right, we'll do it on this kind of set here. Tiled. Hand. Okay. I don't actually properly know how to do this in Unity, so we're going to learn together. All right, stop that. Pull in our asset. And Now we need to tell it that this is actually a multiple sprite. And we'll open it in Sprite Editor. And we're going to tell it that this is 2 cells, 2 columns, 1 row. That's it. Slice, apply, close. There we go. Now it's 2 images internally. Hand O and hand 1. Hand not. All right. Now, this is where I'm not 100% sure on how to swap it. So Unity 2D, swap sprite tile, swap type. It's a texture. Swap sprite texture. Here we go. How to change sprite.texture. Like, I guess I could just have 2 textures assigned to the sprite and turn one off and one on. Let's see here. No, not set. Oh, geez, that's not what I'm looking for. Download. Game object get renderer dot sprite equals image 1 image 2. Okay. That's workable. I can make that work. A gang of spiders. Oh no. So we need that in our placer controller. We're gonna have yeah, here we go. Sprite render is gonna be on, and by default it's gonna be hand 0. That's fine. We just have to scale it down a bit. Oh, wait, no. We don't have to do that. We can add that here. Yeah. Hand. Spider touch. For Halloween. Spooky. So how's it gonna look with the bigger animals? It's gonna be completely obscured, most likely. Maybe I should have a child element and have the placer get for higher and higher up, so it's always sitting at the top of the animal. But I don't know. In its current state, this is what it'll look like. Which is not quite right. Really, it only has to be good for everything up to Rover. So, needs a little work. So let's add a hand sprite here. So this is not going to have anything, but this is going to have a sprite renderer that uses hand. And this one we can position independently, which is great. And that means we can also scale it independently. So we can put it just like this, which will work great for the small animals. It's a little bit off the screen. I don't know if we want to pull the camera back a little bit, maybe. Let's see here. Wait, not that. Scale. Camera scale. No. Oh, size. There it is. Yeah, we could expand the background a little bit to make that fit. Get it to 6.4. Make everything. Well, How do we want to get that to fit? Yeah, we do want to bring it a little bit bigger, but also a little bit higher up. Maybe right about there. I can go all the way up to 6. Nope, can't go up to 6. 5.9. All right, we'll stick with 5.8. And that should be good. How's that look? Let's take a look. Yeah. Story of Seasons, Pen Pals. Perfect. You won! Congratulations, you've won! Alright, so now what we need to do is change it so that we can access this. So we're going to put that logic in the placer controller. So somehow we have to serialize a sprite. Open hand image. I'm not used to sprite being synonymous with just the image. Like usually in most of the systems I work, sprite refers to an object that can contain velocity and position and not just the art asset. Let's see, does this work if I can add this? Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Unity, get child game object. Game object dot find. Oh, it's just get child sub-0. Is there a better way to do that than just by the index? Find child. Okay, cool. Maybe, probably. So what we want to do is have a private swap hand texture. And so we're going to maintain a private sprite closed hand image. Maybe I should have both of those in there and just let you throw them both in. And then we'll pass in a bool is open. And if is open, oh wait, either way, hand object equals find child, nope, game object dot find child, nope, game object dot find child, nope. Okay, how do I find child? I just saw it. Transform. I wouldn't have expected that. Find child. And then you pass in the name, which is hand. Dot game object. Now, why is this? What is this telling me? It's been deprecated. Just use find. Okay, but find doesn't get me what I want exactly, unless there's an alternate. Well, I mean, I guess it is the only hand, so it works. This returns a game object. object.gameObject. Game object, let's see, renderer equals hand object.get component sprite renderer. And if renderer does not equal null, if there is in fact a renderer there, then renderer.sprite equals either the open hand or the closed hand image. And there we go. So now, when you place an animal, we're going to swap to the closed hand. And then when we cycle animal, I'm going to swap to the closed, or vice versa. No, wait. Open hand here when we place it, and closed hand here when we drop it. I think that might be everything we need, except now we just need to provide the art for closed hand image. Let's see if that works. Oh. Hey, all right. We got it. We got it. It's adorable. It's just what we needed. That really adds, well, it adds something. It does look a bit weird. It does look a little bit weird with the big animals, but I'm okay with it. This goes so hard. Look at this. Yeah! Who wouldn't want to be in this magical world where you stuff like 50 pigs into a little box? It is straight up Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley for the next generation. This is it. All right, let's mark that off of our to-do list. We have a pretty dropper. Pretty. It's programmer art, but it's fine. It's cute. It's fun. It'll be on Steam someday. Yeah, I don't know how to change the font yet. I don't know what I need to do with that. You know what? We only have like half an hour left, so let's do some minor stuff. A progression chart. Okay, progression chart is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to tell you why. On the outset, you'd be like, grab these images, put them into a circle, paste that image in, and we're done. But I want the image, I want that little circle chart to be dynamic, by which I mean I want it to be built from the game logic, because not all levels will have these creatures. Some levels, for instance, will have a triangular chicken, and I don't want to like have to remake the image for every level. I want it to be automatically created, and that's still very doable. But yeah, that's the idea. Do I have another eyelash in my eye tonight? But yeah, I'll put that on the to-do list. No one's gonna know what you're talking about. I know. One of the projects I inherited at work at one point, like 4 years ago. I don't know why. I assume that the contractors that built the web app were using some kind of like WYSIWYG editor or something, because when I inspected the site and was like checking it out, I was like, that's strange. This is like a separate image from this, but they're visually one image, and there's no like, you know how like in the 90s they would slice up websites so that like, oh, this part right here you can click on, and so we'll have the we'll make this big image into several small images, and only this part of the image is clickable. That's just how the 90s worked. They had done that with our company's logo, to where like one letter was a separate image, and then like another letter was split up vertically into 2 images. It was just all over the place of like 10 different pieces forming this very tiny little icon in the corner of the website. And I was like, how do you accidentally do that? Like, there's no reason to slice it up this way. So they must be using some kind of editor that like cuts up the image when it's like, oh, click and drag here to turn part of an image into a link. And then they're like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Remove the link. And the image is still sliced. That's my best guess. I have no idea. Unity. Font. 2D fonts. We could use assets. Could we use free assets? There are some. They're okay. There are not a lot. Let's see, we got the Fatality FPS gaming font. Yeah, that's what we need. This doesn't look great. But it's like, it's okay. Considering I just need letters and numbers, it's like, it's good enough. All right, add to my assets. How do I do this? Let's find out. We're gonna learn. Wait. No. That's not what I need. I need to do assets. Import new asset. Nope. I need to do import. All right, surely the asset store is like just one button click away somewhere. Unity, install asset from store. Let's see, window asset store. There it is. It's right there. I don't know what's gonna happen when I push this button. And so, out of an abundance of caution, I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay, that just opens it up in the browser. I mean, that's kind of what I figured, but still. Add to assets. Sign in. Code. Dang it. Fine, I'll jump through your dumb hoops. 5-minute expiration. I can't even find the tab in 5 minutes. All right, add to my assets. Accept. Added to assets. Open in Unity. I hope. Whoop, whoop. I gotta sign in again. I feel like this is just a big jumble of slight inconvenience. Sign into access. I just did. Sure, restart the hub. This is the best. Everybody getting to stare at my glowing face while I fiddle with browser login stuff. It's like, all right, I did that. Where is the download manager? package manager. To download, go to Windows, package manager. Oh, okay. Sign in to Axe, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm in a loop. I'm in a loop. Okay, I have package manager up. It says, all right, you need to sign in to access your assets. And I click sign in, and that just launches the Unity hub again. Like that does nothing except help. Help. Oh. Well, this is dumb. All right, we're not doing the fonts. Not right now. I don't know where it's trying to take me. It says I can't access the assets until I sign in. And if I click sign in, it brings up Unity Hub, which is signed in, and then that's it. That's all it does. Manual resolve. Refresh. Nope. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right, we're not doing that tonight. I will add that better font to the to-do list. All right, let's get back to it. Combos? I have an idea for how to handle combos. So the scores are stored. Where even do I have the scores stored? Ah, here we go. Terrible place for them. Actually, you know what? Let's make that a static property of the score manager. Because that just makes more sense. Animal scores. Okay, so score manager dot animal scores. Perfect. So anyway, the scores go up as a what would this be? A triangle numbers? Is that what these are? What's 1, 3, 6, 10? What is that called? Triangular numbers. Which is to say, you start with 1, then you go up by 2, up by 3, up by 4, up by 5, up by 6. And I'm pretty sure you can reduce that to a single formula. Which maybe we should, I don't know. But anyway, my idea for the combo scores is in a single, every animal has a combo, an added combo score of 0. When an animal combines with another animal, like this chicken with this chicken, the combo score of the rooster becomes 1. Now, if that rooster had immediately touched or, very quickly touched another animal, say another rooster, then the resulting animal would get a combo value of 2. So it's basically just a matter, it's a number representing how many layers up that animal has gone. When we are awarding points for animals combining, I want to not only give them, you know, the score of like, okay, chicken to chicken gets you 6 points. I want to add in some function of that upgrade bonus. The result being that bigger chains net progressively larger bonuses. Maybe even use the same like triangle numbers. So in a normal score, if you take 4 chicks and they combine, I don't know, it adds more points. It adds more points, and I want it to be kind of a big deal to chain things together. And then the last caveat of that is whenever you drop an animal, every animal's upgrade counter resets to 0. And that's the logic. That's the only logic for upgrades. It's like you're gonna keep getting upgrades as long as things are still colliding until you drop your next one, and then it all drops back to 0. So we might just do that as combo scores, and we'll figure out the exact numbers at some point. So an animal is going to have a upgrade count equal to 0. Let's make that actually public. And we're gonna say that when we collide an animal and we generate this new object here, we're gonna say new object upgrade value equals the maximum of my own upgrade count and the other object's upgrade count. Oop, other object dot. Oh, we have to get that dot upgrade count. There we go. All right, so then we're going to set our new objects. Then we're gonna have to do the same thing for that. Collide logic. Upgrade count gets new upgrade count. And then we want to have some function on the placer to say reset upgrade scores, upgrade bonuses. I don't know exactly how to do this. Unity, get all game objects with component. That would be nice. Find objects of type. Okay. How do we do this? How do we do this? Oh, it's just find objects of type. Okay. Find objects of type. Animal collide. Oh, nice. All right. And then for each animal, sure, if animal does not equal null, Animal dot upgrade count equals 0. Perfect. And do that whenever you place an animal. And the final thing should be that when we're adding points, so new object upgrade value should be the max of the two components plus 1, because if we have a 0 and a 0 and they combine, we want those to become a bonus of 1, and then a 1 and a 1, if they combine, that's a 2. A 1 and a 0 is also a 2. So it's just get the maximum value and add 1 to it. If our new object value is greater than 1, because 1 is it's the minimum that number can be. I want to see something better than 1. Hello, CodeSpace. Then we're going to have bonus points. Chain bonus. Let's call it chain bonus. We're going to grab that from our score manager. We are building one of these because these are kind of fun and I'm kind of hooked on it. Drop the animals in, combine 2 of a type to get them to the next value, and they get bigger and harder to keep in the pen, and that's the game. I've got some fun ideas, but tonight we're mostly just kind of hammering out the details. We didn't do this much tonight, but it is a lot cleaner than it was. There you go. That's the basic principle. So right now, yeah. The game was $3 on the eShop, and I think we can get away with not buying it and instead just make it for like 30 hours of work. Okay, upgrade combo scores. Great hourly rate. Yeah, I guess combo scores can be that you'll get a bonus of, let's see, if you can manage to get, like, let's see if we can actually make this happen. So right here, the 2 dogs are going to combine into a pig, and then the 2 pigs are going to combine into a sheep. So that will be worth a little bit of upgrade points, going that far up the chain. But not much. Like, on its own, getting the dogs to collide will be, let's see, chick, cat, chicken, rooster, and then dog. Getting 2 dogs to collide is 15 already. So you're going to get 15 points for that, 21 points in turn for the pigs colliding. Yes, I want to see little score pop-ups, little score numbers popping up. And I'd like for special colors for chains to say, like, chain bonus plus X. Maybe chain bonus is flat. Well, let's see. If we do a flat bonus, then that encourages more of setting up smaller chains because they're easy to come by. Or, yeah, actually, I guess it does encourage setting up smaller chains. Yeah, maybe somewhere around 10, 20, 30. So let's see. What is the minimum points you can get without combo scores for a chain? That would be, you combine 2 chicks, and then that combines with 1 cat. That is the bare minimum, is you drop a chick onto another chick, and that rolls into a cat. That would normally give you 4 points. If you can pull it off in a combo, we'll give you one bonus point. It's not going to be huge. But if that in turn also hits a chicken, that normally gets you up to 10 points total for that chain. But let's upgrade that by 4. That works. Actually, this kind of works, just using the same triangle numbers. I think that could kind of be okay. If we use the same numbers we're using for the base scoring, then it always gives you something vague. I don't know if that's vaguely Fibonacci. We're not using the Fibonacci series, but vaguely golden ratio down of like a little bit less than the points you would have earned total. And it gets better. Like, it starts off with, hey, I earned 4 base points and 1 bonus point, and then, oh, I earned 10 base points and 4 bonus points, and it's like, okay, now I earned 20 base points and 10 bonus points. So it, it ramps, the percentage ramps up. And if you can do a full chain somehow, then that'll be a hefty amount of bonus points. So yeah, we'll use the combo scores array. So that is our score manager dot combo scores sub new object upgrade value. Let's see, we're greater than 1, so we're at least 2, so we'll minus 2. There we go. Tower of Doom. Shadows of Mystara was better. To each their own, I suppose. All right, that's going to drastically affect what counts as a good score. All right, so we're going to add to our to-do list. Whoops, I just closed out Visual Studio. Cool. All right, so I guess the base combo score system is done, but to do score floaty text. Floaty score text. And let's actually store this document, this little Scratch document in here. So I don't lose it. This is an interesting clone. It's definitely getting to be something. Like, the fact that you can toggle already is kind of a big deal. I can think of many people that would be very happy to have that feature. One thing I would like to do that is purely just a visual, like this would look cool, is take this line guide and instead have like an animated dashed line. I have no idea how easy that is to do in Unity. It's very easy to do in HTML Canvas. There's actually a built-in method on the context object called basically like dash offset and dash spacing, and you just tell it I want a dashed line, and then I want the space, like the starting point, to like continually increase as the game progresses, and all it does is like it keeps offsetting the dashed line, which I did not end up using for Dabble Party, but I initially did. I found out that it gets really ugly when you're zooming in and out because the dash spacing has to be adapted to that. It's like for a static image, it looks great as long as you're not zooming in. Then like all the little dotted lines are traveling in the direction that they're supposed to go on the board. It's perfect. But then as soon as you start moving the camera around and changing the offset, it's like, oh, this doesn't look good. Everything's all wavy now. Biggs. Cat. Chicken. Oh, no chicken. Get a dog here. Double chick. Throw a cat in. The dog. Oh. Unfortunate. All right. So I want to have little floaty text when you get points. I want to have a little particle effect as well for when you combine them. I want to have, you know, better lose logic. I want to have an actual menu. So we're going to have to draw some buttons. All I really need to do, honestly, is just draw one button and then just slap some good text on it. So we need to make sure that we can get the font stuff working, because right now we're stuck with this very ugly font. And the next is like all the way over here for some reason. Oh, probably because we changed the zoom around, which is, you know, understandable. Let's move that where we need it. There we go. Oh wait, I can't do that because, there we go. Can't save it. Can't change it while the game is running. No, they did great. Oh, wait, there's an issue, We're doing score. Because I split out the score text to be at the top, but when we're updating the text value, we're still including the word score here. There we go. All right. This is, you know what? This is looking fun. This is looking very nice. All right. Minimum for a playable product for everyone to have and, you know, have a good time with while we're waiting for the Steam stuff to process. We need a main menu. We need high scores. I want to future-proof the high score stuff, because I know that storing data in Unity is a little bit weird, the way that it does it. And so I have to be prepared for that. Specifically, I want to make sure that I am ready to store a different set of high scores for different levels. And so I don't want to just have one big, you know, list of scores, because there's going to be, all right, scores for level 1, scores for level 2, scores for level 3. So we want to make sure that we don't break that. So we want our system to be prepared for that. Yeah, main menu, losing, scores, maybe some sound effects. I don't know. If we do sound effects, we need to make sure we include a mute button. So it's like I'd like to idealistically say, oh, we'll have that. Probably priced about $50. I mean, go big or go home, right? $50 per drop. You never know what the next one's gonna be. It could even be a horse. And I gotta decide if I want to do different backgrounds per level, or if I might actually do this. Maybe we go with themed levels and worlds, to the point where, like, oh, it's the beach area, it's the farm area, it's the mountains, it's space. Every once in a while, you just get a free horse. It's like, here you go, deal with this. I was in getting none on the ground floor. Yeah, this will be good. I'm looking forward to seeing what we do with this, but I feel like I am pretty committed to actually publishing this. I gotta start somewhere. And what better way than with a big old round pig? I do need to redo the art, I think. I need to have a variant of the art to play around with. Shouldn't it be? This is quite confusing. All right, is anybody online? Dan Salvato. Trying to hit world record on Yoshi's Story. All melons %. Sounds good, Codespace. All right. So anyway, idealistically, I'd like to say we could get something playable for everyone to download like next stream. Realistically, I'm gonna guess like a week. But on the other hand, I'm probably gonna do some work on this tomorrow night because I'm kind of having fun making progress on a new project. I like programming. It's fun. I don't get to do it that much at work sometimes, so I gotta get my fill. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will be back with more on Friday. Got a couple new follows. We broke 900 follows recently. We're on our way to 1,000 now. We are at 97% on the Dabble Party minigame, which will also probably wind up being a dev stream. Snail and follow time. And getting close to 60% on the new board. So 8.5, solid 8.5. Yeah, I'll make sure to post the link to Steam once we actually get this up, but it will take some time. I'm expecting to not be able to progress that for another week. Oh, there it goes. Day did it. Day knocked it in the hole. We are going to be making new Dabble Party minigame. Depending on how fast I can knock it out, we may do a stream of just making multiple ones. We'll see. Hovercat had some great ideas the other day. Coincidence, it's Suika. Don't tempt me to rebuild it in my crappy engine. Oh my gosh. It does have a basic physics engine, but it's extremely basic, and it would probably cry if we tried to do this. Just had to get away with as little calculations as possible. All right, everyone, go home. Good night.